there are different versions of the Matrix. Number one is the Matrix purported by Andrew Tate and Co., which, from my understanding, is the collective actions of media, government, and big business working in collusion to enrich and entrench themselves in power while keeping the masses poor and distracted. Number two is the Matrix one might talk about in relation to simulation theory. The world we live in is some sort of hyper-realistic video game where we are either controlled or semi-controlled characters that act as entertainment to an ultra-advanced alien civilization. Number three is the Matrix put forward in the Eastern religions, Kant's Critique of Pure Reason, and the book I wrote when I was 17, thinking this idea was completely novel. This Matrix states that the world we see all around us is just one layer of a deeper reality. The Eastern religions use the analogy of seeing a snake in a dark room when really it is just a rope, to represent the idea that the empirical world all around us is a form of an illusion. There's a path to break free from all of these. Number one, develop autonomy from societal controls. Number two, seek an understanding of reality. Number three, cultivate insight into the nature of the self. For escaping the first Matrix, you may think getting rich is the only option, but there are people living incredible lives all around the world that just work normal jobs that are really enjoyable. The fundamental shift that we need to make to escape this first Matrix is in assuming that we are to follow the exact prescribed path that our teachers and parents laid out for us. We need to escape this influence of consumer culture that gets us to think we need things that we don't. We must escape the dopamine loops of social validation, both on and off social media. We must escape this idea that we must be a certain thing or live up to certain expectations to be good enough. That is all horseshit. Everyone judging you is going to die. You are going to die. Just live your life. The second Matrix focuses on the fact that we may be living in a hyper-realistic simulation. Study physics, chemistry, and math to understand what, where, and how we are. Pursue knowledge beyond the mainstream. Understand topics like altered states of consciousness and quantum mechanics. Explore art, philosophy, and ideas that feel outside of reality as it is conventionally defined. Live authentically. By living inauthentically, you stay on autopilot and allow yourself to be more easily contained. Act as though you're free. Pursue passions, seek deep connections, and express your true self. Resist the pull of default paths. These lead farther into the simulation and make it harder to escape. Escaping the final Matrix requires you to seek inner wisdom. Meditation and mindfulness are key tools for observing how your mind constructs reality. Practices that lead to self-examination like journaling and meditation help you observe thoughts without attachment and break down the illusions of the self. Read up on teachings from the Upanishads, the Tao Te Ching, and the Buddhist texts. Consider how they describe reality. Free yourself from attachment to material and mental constructs, allowing you to see reality as it is rather than through desires, fears, and biases. These are all part of the great illusion. You think you are these things, but you are not. You are only your awareness. Everything else has gotten stuck to you. Some people find answers in deep solitude and isolation, in deep nature, away from the constructs of society. On the other hand, David Goggins recommends doing exceptionally difficult things to see what you're really made of. He believes in those deep moments of difficulty, our true self is revealed. This prompts the obvious and ultimate question: should monks be running ultramarathons? Although these three ideas are very different, I think there's a common theme among them around breaking free from illusions of what is supposedly the right answer. I think thinking for yourself, doing your own research as widely as possible is a fundamental step with all of these. Whoever's out there watching, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and whatever matrix you feel like you're stuck inside of, I know you can break free from it. I'm trying to do the same thing. If you want to reach out to me, subscribe, comment, and hopefully we can break out of this matrix together, whichever one it may be. Cheers, and I hope to see you real soon.